hello, and good morrow. Is that a thing people say?
It was the night before Christmas. In the year 1403,
Twas
year
the-
of our Lord.
Twas the... Thank you. Aw. Okay, I couldn't take you seriously.
I can't do that.
Anyway, this is Obscura Undead's weekly update. We are back to bring you the news after Absolution Fest last week, and then Halloween movies the week before, and then something about Nick Cave the week before that.
We did talk about Nick Cave.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because we're here, and I'm Azy.
Oh, and I'm Maus.
Mm-hmm. We have news for you.
Let's get to it.
So let's get to the news. Let's start with the big one. The Sisters of Mercy, aka the Sisterhood, which was a, a fun little side project while Wayne Hussey was off,
It was a side project where Andrew Eldritch wanted to have more electronics going on.
Yeah.
Um...
It was alright. We got The Gift, which is being re-released on vinyl, I think, and other formats. It's just being re-released. After sorry, after 30 years, because this came out in 86?
Over 30 years. So Giving Ground was the first single, best song on The Gift, by the way.
Is it the only good song on The Gift?
I'm pretty sure. I think it's the only good song, yes. So that was released in 1986. And just to clear up the timeline, this Corrosion from Sisters of Mercy was also released in 1986. So the same time Sisters of Mercy was happening, Sisterhood was happening. That came out in March of 1986, and there's all this stuff about Andrew Eldritch and the Mission.
Yeah, because didn't he take the name Sisterhood or something so that Wayne Hussey couldn't have it?
I don't know.
Or am I remembering some non-existent drama?
There was some drama.
I know there was drama. I just don't know if this specifically was part of that drama.
The Sisterhood album was a weapon in this corporate war. That's why I called it The Gift. But I still like the record. It's weird, but it's fine.
It's weird, but it's fine.
I see it as a techno record. Or what I thought to be techno at the time.
Well, it's okay. Andrew doesn't know what goth is either.
Oh, man. That's great. Anyway, there's 5 tracks on it. It's worth it just for the track, Giving Ground. So freaking good. And there's it's 7 minutes long. You can go online and find a 10-minute and a 12-minute version because fans just looped the whole thing and it needed to be longer.
Of course, always.
So strongly recommended. Go pick it up, especially if it comes in colored vinyl.
So, speculation. Why do you think Andrew is releasing this now? Because I've heard a bunch of different things. I've heard it's to appease fans for not putting out an album after Trump got elected, even though he promised.
But he's got those new songs.
Even though he walked back on that promise pretty quick. I've heard he also got out of a, gridlock with the record company.
It could have been. I've
heard maybe he's running out of money.
Could have ended. Money. But I'm looking at the Wikipedia and there's this nice long story about all the drama. But
I'm really glad that there are dedicated fans out there who write that drama up on Wikipedia for us to not read.
Okay, all right. So they wrote the songs and it was supposed to be on the Sisters' second album, but all the songs got rejected. So Andrew went through with it as the Sisterhood and made it electronic.
Uh-huh.
Something like that.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Great news.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really hoping that if this album does successfully, it would be really awesome for them to then go ahead and release these live tracks that we've been listening to.
That would be amazing.
That would be so cool.
But why doesn't he just do that? If they're his songs, he could release The Gift and the songs from Near Meth Machine. What's it called?
Near Meth Experience.
Okay, Near Meth Experience on the same release.
Oh, just an
Sister
A-side
stuff.
and a B-side?
Yes.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. We'll see.
It's his music.
Yeah. So we'll see. More news to follow, I hope.
Dun dun dun.
While we're, revisiting the 1980s, let's talk about the Cure news.
So Robert Smith is always in the news.
Yeah, constantly, every single week.
Because every time he talks
Opens
to anyone
his mouth or flaps his hair
or says anything, he could be eating cereal in the morning, and
someone says,
I feel like somebody like he opens the window to let air out, and then like somebody just sticks their hand in the window, and they're like, "Can I get a sound clip, Robert?"
No. And then you get like a 20-paragraph write-up on it.
I know, right? Okay, so what Robert Smith said this time was this new album that he's working on, this new music that he's working on. He has up to 3 albums worth of music.
Do you believe him?
I haven't seen a thing. I haven't seen a single. I haven't heard the title of the album. Like, he already said these things were going to be 9 minutes long. So I think what he ended up doing...
Did he split the 9-minute tracks into 3 segments?
I bet you that's exactly
minutes
what he
each?
did. I bet you he wrote the songs and they were like 12-minute song, and he was like, oh shit.
So instead of chopping up the like tracks into chunks, I mean, instead of like putting like 3 tracks on one, 3 tracks on another, 3 tracks on another, he's just chopping the songs themselves up and putting them on different albums.
What if that's what happened?
That would actually be pretty great.
And hilarious.
That would be a really interesting like concept like piece.
We don't have any other information. I still think there's somebody who said the first album will be ready by the end of the year.
He said by like Halloweenish would be super
I don't
cool.
know about that.
But he said that he absolutely wants to get something out this year because it's the anniversary of the moon landing. And that's really important to him. Because moons are spooky. I don't know. He's old. I'm sure the moon landing was a formative experience in his childhood.
Dude. When I get to be...
That shit affected a generation.
60.
Yeah. You're gonna just remember 9/11.
I'm not gonna put out an album on the anniversary of 9/11.
Well, see, that would be tasteless. That wasn't a triumph of human ingenuity.
There's gotta be some... I don't know.
Oh, you lived through the Berlin Wall falling, right?
Yeah, I was a kid.
See, there you go. Put out an album about that. That was a triumph.
I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll think about it.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Oh, my generation has its 9/11.
Yeah, but still, you wouldn't wait for the anniversary of that. You'll have something else, like Invader Zim comes back on Netflix.
Again.
The 30th anniversary
the
of...
30th anniversary of Enter the Florpus. Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
Or,
or we could do... Oh, Maus, in 5 years? 5 years, we will have the 30th anniversary of Interview with the Vampire. That's like a goth staple.
30th anniversaries for everything is pretty cool. So all of our 80s stuff is going to end up... The 80s? Mid-80s. All of our mid-80s stuff is going to have 30th anniversaries.
In 90, 2000, 2010's already happened. So all of that 80s stuff has had its 30th anniversaries. I know because I am 30.
I don't know. Okay, so 90s stuff is having 30th anniversary?
I guess.
90s were awesome.
See, my memories of the 90s are like teal, like the color of this room, with like bright, like yellow and pink geometric shapes and like lines and shit, like all over. Like Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh,
actually, that would be a cool.
I had a pair of shorts that were like that in the 90s.
See, maybe the reason I don't like that is because I got all of my clothes as a kid from garage sales, and that was the shit that people desperately wanted to get rid of. Oh, sorry.
So in the 90s, that was when they first had like shock music videos.
That's a good point.
And like, so like, even though like Marilyn Manson had a lot to do with it, but like the video games, the movies, everything was breaking ground and like shocking people. And
yeah, like Ren and Stimpy.
Parents were fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Oops, did I curse again?
You said pissed. That's not a curse word.
No, I said fucking.
Oh, that was a curse word. I didn't even register it.
You're gonna get on me for the word pissed.
I didn't hear fuck.
Me neither. I never hear it. It's just like one of my normal vocabulary. As it is. Anyway, are we done with the 90s?
We're done with the 90s.
How do you come back from a...
Well, let's go back into the 80s again. Oh, we go...
I don't know.
Let's go back into the 80s, though. Let's talk about Dead Can Dance.
Oh, Dead Can Dance. Mm-hmm. So everybody loves Dead Can Dance. And they are going to be on tour in 2020.
Yeah, to play their most recent album. What's the name of the most recent album?
Nobody knows, because nobody listened to it.
Dionysus?
Yeah.
Dionysus, which is a 2-part album, and our director and my husband loves it, and was supposed to do a write-up about it for us, but never finished it because the album was too epic and he kept getting caught up in it.
Oh, that's a good review. You could just say that. You could just be like, here's my review of Dead Can Dance, but oh, by the way, it's so epic. I got caught up in it, and
I couldn't finish it, so
I can't finish it, so that's it.
So here's my sentence. Bye.
The end.
Yeah. Unfortunately, their tour dates are really limited for the U.S.
North and South America.
North and South America.
Starts in spring. The tour is called A Celebration, Life and Works, 1980 to 2020. So that's 40 years. Right?
Yeah, that is exactly 40 years.
I can math.
Way to map the shit out of that.
I wouldn't be able to do it if it was like a year off. I'd be like, oh my god, math!
You're just like, I need zeros and fives.
Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that.
Even though I won't be going to any of it because it's so fucking far away.
The nearest to Florida is Chicago, which Chicago is not a bad place to go visit.
I mean, I have family who are in Milwaukee.
Oh no, you know what? Look, it's going to DC.
Oh, DC's a lot closer.
New York.
I'm still not going to DC.
This is all in April and May, by the way. Detroit, Chicago, Seattle, everywhere in California, of course, as usual, and a couple of dates in Mexico, and Colombia and Chile. That's cool. Cool. Go see Dead Can Dance. I'm sure it will be an epic show.
Oh,
because everybody wants to see Lisa Gerrard going, la 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 la.
That's all I want to see. I just want to see her tongue flapping around.
I love tongue flapping. There's another band that does that too. I can't remember. I don't know. There was some ethereal wave band, a couple of them that did all that.
See, all I can think about is Switchblade Symphony because they had a song that was just absolute nonsense. I guess there's no tongue flapping in that one.
That was Witches, and then she has several others, but I don't want to start singing Switchblade Symphony.
No, we're not into the 90s yet.
We're not in the 90s right now. We should have a whole episode just on the 90s.
Well, let's do a decade by decade episode. That would be more fun.
We could. What else? What other news do we have? Or is that it?
Well, let's see. We have some fun news, death rock related. So we're going to be getting, hopefully, new music soon from bands like Cemetery Girls, Acid Bats, Fangs on Fur, which...
I didn't even know they were still together.
Yeah, they're putting out new material. They're working on that right now. They said so on their Instagram.
I saw new music from Figure Section.
Yeah?
And they're old as shit.
I have to thank on camera Malik for reading that Spanish blog and telling me about Acid Bats. So, thank you.
You already knew about Acid Bats.
I didn't know that they were coming out with new material.
Oh. Thank you, Malik.
Because I can't read Spanish.
It doesn't matter as long as you read it, you read it, you see the band's name, and it'll say Nuevo.
Hey, we did it together.
Nuevo! I know Nuevo, cool. And I know tacos.
No, you know leche.
I know huevos.
You know huevos.
And jalapenos. And habaneros.
Yeah. You know a lot of food words. I know. I get it.
I know all the food words. Okay. So, the other thing we were going to mention is there is new October Burns Black.
Yeah, this is... They're putting out an LP with their new singer, Rod Hanna. And the song that they have... it's called Reflections. And the song that they have available, which is The Predator, pretty damn good.
The Predator, like the movie?
Yeah.
That's the name of...
Unless it's Predator, which I don't think that's how you say that word.
It's definitely The Predator. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. And it sounds pretty great. I'm really looking forward to listening to Rod on the rest of those tracks. Other new music. Totem is releasing an album on Young and Cold Records, which I'm really excited about because...
We love Young and Cold.
Oh, well, we love Young and Cold, and Totem is just fucking amazing. They are releasing... they recently did a video, and by recently I mean like it was 5 months ago?
It was 5 months ago, yeah.
Did a video for A Night in Reverse, and I love that song so fucking much.
We're gonna watch that music video.
We're gonna watch that music video later this week, because Mouse hasn't seen it, and I've only seen it in clips and phrases.
Yay. Good, I saw the thumbnail.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? Oh gosh, there's a ton of
Rue Oberkampf came out with something recently.
A couple weeks ago.
We might take a look at that.
There's definitely other new stuff that came out. There's been a shitload. I need to finish collecting it all into my super list, which hasn't been updated in a while.
But we're going to tell people about it anyway. On obscureundead.com, we have a super list.
That's the list I need to update.
And
Scary Black came out with the singles.
He did.
Starlight Dancer.
Starlight Dancer.
Oh, I think that came out with a video too, right? Or was that a fan video?
It's a fan video.
Oh.
Thank you, Piper.
Bestial Mouths.
Bestial Mouths.
Excuse me.
Bestial Mouths.
Bestial Mouths.
Syzygyx has new music if you're into more of the cold wave side of things.
Twin Tribes announced something on October 28th, and I'm not sure if it's a single.
They said it's a third single. So the first was Heart and Feather, the second Fantasmas. Oh, there's a misheard lyrics for that song.
Really? Already?
Yeah, Solo Made of Fantasmas. And I can't remember what the misheard lyric is. I'll have to go look it up. Sabara suggested it. I'll mention it.
For misheard lyrics.
Oh gosh, it was great. I should have been singing that during the concert.
Solo Made of Fantasmas. I didn't get to hear that song.
Sorry, I'll sing it to you.
Thank you. Because I'm still really mad about it. Let's have another Absolution Fest this weekend.
Let's do it on our own. Yes. We can do that. We can play all the music. Okay. We can make a mix of all of the bands.
Okay.
And then sit in a room and reminisce and look at photos and laugh. We just have to go over to somebody's house to do it.
That sounds great. Let's see, other new music that has come out that I've been excited about. Over put out an album, To the Teeth, that is a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. And you just like the cover of it because it's super aesthetic.
I do, and I don't know anything about Over, so I'm going to go listen to them.
Go listen to them. It's pretty great. It has like a punk death rock vibe to it, but nice vocals. Let's see. Funeral March of the Marionettes put out Blood on the Wire, which...
Rose Garden Funeral Party re-released, or maybe they remastered some EP that they have. That's like the 4-track EP called Once in a While. So I half enjoyed this. So go pick it up. It's got 5 tracks on it on Bandcamp right now.
Oh, I'm really excited for the upcoming album from A Projection.
A Projection.
Yeah, from A Projection, which is coming out later this month on the 25th. Because that's the thing, is we need to do a specific video just for Halloween releases, like roundup, because
everybody's releasing their stuff on Halloween.
Everyone's releasing their stuff on Halloween. It's like like we're spooky kids or something.
It's either the Friday before, because new music comes out on Friday, which will be October 25th,
that's
or they'll do it on exactly October 31st because that's Spooky AF.
Spooky AF. Spooky AF.
I like to say Spooky AF, but I don't like to say Spooky AF because it sounds like ass.
Spooky AF. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It's Spooky AF.
Spooky AF. Yeah, no, we should do just a music video specifically talking about everything that's coming out during Halloween week.
Cool.
Right. Speaking of Halloween week, we probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but we will be taking a hiatus for the first 2 weeks of November, and the reason for that is because Maus and I both got married on Halloween, not to each other, to our husbands.
Thanks for clarifying.
And Maus is going on a long vacation, and I want to spend time with my husband. So there you go. So we're going to be taking the first 2 weeks of
I'm going
November
to Disney
off.
World. We're going to Disney World.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It's the happiest place on earth.
Yeah, but I'm going for the Halloween event. So it's
the spookiest.
It's happy and spooky, and there's free candy. Spooky.
Spappy?
Creepy and cookie.
Scappy.
No! But we do have to go see that Addams Family movie because I heard it's hilarious.
I did hear good things about it.
So now we have to go. We have to go. We have to go together.
Okay, so this weekend, you gonna be in Orlando?
It depends on what this weekend is when this is posted.
Oh, this weekend will be in
okay,
your
so
past.
listen. So on Thursday the 24th, I'm going to be at Iberian Rooster doing spooky music.
Oh yeah, that'll be next week. So.
Friday the 25th, you and I are going to be in Orlando at Stonewall
spinning spooky music and music videos.
And music videos. And then on Saturday, October 26th, I'm back in Iberian Rooster.
Well, let's talk about the Stonewall event, actually.
Okay.
Because on the 25th, so we've been posting about it on our Facebook page, and as you guys probably already know, Maus and I are DJs. We DJ things. We go to places and play music.
Yeah.
Because we DJ. And we have added, technically 3 new DJs to the Obscura Undead DJ roster. 3?
Tell us all about it.
First, Obscura Undead Boston.
Oh, that's right!
With DJ Seraph. He's been writing for our website for a long time, and since we decided to finally expand out, he's Obscura Undead Boston. Thanks, Angel.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we have Obscura Undead Orlando, which is basically mine and Maus's male counterparts. So Maus's male counterpart is Maus.
Yeah, his name is Maus, and it's spelled exactly like mine is, and we're exactly the same age, and we're into the same music.
Yep.
It's just, the similarities are ridiculous. But we're good buddies, and so he can, like, fill in for me anytime.
Except you know that he looks way cooler than you do.
I know, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, Maus.
Sometimes I'm just like, that dress is awesome, you know?
Oh, God, his dresses.
Oh my God, he's got like amazing J-Rock clothes, and so
yeah,
that's how I would dress if I gave myself time to get dressed.
And could coordinate? That's how I feel all the time. And then there's Malik, who is my DJ counterpart, who's my male counterpart in Orlando, who spins all of the spooky goth and death rock and Spanish goth.
Yeah, specializes in Spanish death rock, pretty much. Well, yeah.
Just goth in general, but it's really, really nice. We are not the same age. Does he dress cooler than me?
Yes.
Fuck!
He wears like 7 layers of pantyhose that are perfectly ripped so that you can see them all.
Yeah. I have cooler hair though.
But with a nose chain and a bihawk and scleras.
Fine.
And he does magic.
And he does magic. And he's a DJ.
Oh my God.
DJs. Well, that's the goth cliche, right? Is that at some point every goth is a DJ?
Every goth is a DJ.
Yeah.
Because we're picky and we're music collectors.
Yeah. So we just check the bingo boxes, honestly. But those are the Obscura Undead DJ crew, which is super cool. And if you ever go to an event with one of the Obscura Undead DJs, it doesn't matter if it's me or Maus or Malik or Angel, you know that you're going to get like cool new goth and death rock and dark wave and house punk.
The best music.
The best music.
All right, are we done with the news?
Yeah, we're fucking done. So that's the news for this week. We've been rambling on and on and on, which is our speciality.
Only so much news.
But we are now at the portion where we would like to thank our Patrons, those guys, at the $10 tier or above, because you guys are amazing, and thank you so much for helping us make this show possible. So thank you, Skullgirdle.
Thank you, S. Bitter.
Thank you, Cadaver Kelly.
Thank you, Dave Azoliser.
Thank you, Diasiculus.
Thank you, Bethrazoff.
Thank you, Junkyard Bat.
Thank you, Libby.
Thank you, Max Shrek.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Demetria.
Thank you, Uncle Fester.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Mason Shiver.
Thank you, Generic Jackal.
And thank you, Savaris.
Is that it?
That's it. Hopefully by this time next week, we will have achieved our goal and hit 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh my God, that's way more than our YouTube.
It's like
so there's more people.
More.
There's more people watching our pictures than watching this video right now.
Well, it's because we talked for like 40 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
So if you made it to the end, you know, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, give us a like. We're trying to post more on Instagram. The problem is we usually spend too much time like partying and doing shit than being on social media.
Or taking good pictures.
Or taking good
lights.
pictures. Fortunately, our friends like get new cameras that they really like, so they take pictures for us and we steal them and repost them. Oops.
Thank you.
So thank you. But smash that subscribe, then
the
bell
like
something.
And do you say smash a comment? You don't.
Can you smash it? Just do the things.
Do the comments.
We would really appreciate it. It helps push our videos up in the algorithm. So if you like it, comment, all that shit. Facebook, obscureanddead.com, Instagram. Don't go on our Twitter. And we'll see you in a couple of days. Bye.